porn video? I reluctantly did some research.
Laughs roared on as a number of comedians took the stage to perform. Tommy Bezra, a freshman comedy writing and performance major, decided to play the role of Batman for his act.
I've always been Batman. Batman's a part of life, and I'm gonna save everyone tonight with laughter.
Sean Magala, a senior television major, says the 5C Comedy Club wore costumes in honor of Halloween and to draw a larger crowd. Magala dressed as Superman, but some of his fellow comedians dressed as Peter Pan and Mr. Fred Rogers.
Really, especially for comedy, you don't really know if your jokes are working unless you have a crowd, because, I mean, you're obviously going to think whatever you're thinking is funny, but if you're not doing it for a crowd, it might not be. And I think a lot of the times the point of comedy as an art form is really to express points of view that you might have in a more comedic and more easily acceptable manner, to try and get a point across in a more, like, in a way that's easier for people to receive.
Max Hewitt, a junior television major, performed as a clown and says he remembers when a crowd didn't think he was very funny at all.
I used the same material that I used in a comedy club in Boston, and when I got there, there was mostly like middle schoolers or young kids with like their parents, and I was like, oh, I don't have time to think of something else. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go for it. And one of the people who talked to me and was like, oh, you'll be fine, I'm sure it'll do well. Like, I watched him just like be like on his phone the whole time.
Mangala says even though there wasn't a prize for the comedians, he believes the experience itself was priceless. This has been Chris Shuttlesworth, reporting for the Columbia Chronicle.